Good morning, all you beautiful beings. How are you this morning? Um, so the cyclone has dropped from a category 3, then it went to a category 2, and then it went to a category 1. So Cyclone Albert is still around it's sort of on Bribie Island, which is just south of here, and it's wreaking havoc with rains and winds, high winds, and it's Brisbane is out. Like most of Brisbane's electricity is out, and then Redcliffe is out, and some of Caboolture and other areas they have no power, and they haven't since yesterday afternoon. So if you live in those areas, God bless you, and keep praying for some type of miracle, because you rely on your fridges and your freezers, don't you, to keep things fresh. So I think that we may cop a little bit more up here. So far it's been really mild, and the wind has swung around now, so it's coming from the north, so we're getting like a tail end of the wind, and it should be like flaring up at some point with a bit more rain, not sure. Anyway, I just came on because I'm making a cup of tea, so I've gone out into the yard. There has been a little bit of, for those who don't know, hibiscus can be eaten, or, on salads and things. You don't eat the stamen, and you don't eat anything down low there. So I'm just pulling off the petals like this around the stamen, and you can do other things with the stamen. We're not doing anything with the stamen right now. We're just using the beautiful petals, look at them, they're gorgeous, for making the tea. So I'm just pulling it apart a little bit and chucking it in the pot. I've got just one makes a beautiful tea. So yeah, I'm about to show you what for the storm, and this might be the lull before the storm. So, it's just a few things. I can't do much. I've brought up you probably saw my other video. I brought up the metho burner. I've been charging everything. So, if you're in an affected area or not affected area with power blackouts, keep your phones charged. Just try to keep them as charged as much as possible. So, if you notice it's going down 60 or 65, charge it back up, because if the power goes off, that might be one of the times when you're low, and that means you'd only have a small amount of phone coverage. So if you want to text, I would suggest texting family and friends to see how they're going, or getting weather updates or anything. Text uses limited data. Try not to be on that phone for unnecessary things. So we're just going to leave that little pot there now. Okay, so the first little thing, and this is so cute. This is my radio, and I already have it tuned to a station, and I'm going to put the batteries in there, and let's hope it still works. I haven't had it running for a while. I suppose I've got another one as well, so okay, let's put the it is working, but I need the batteries. Hang on, I've got to make sure the batteries are touching. Yeah, I've lost the back of it. Don't know where that is. It's probably around somewhere. It is in tune somewhere. I might have to go and sit it in a different spot to actually get that to say something to me. Anyway, it's good that I've done this now, because I can figure out, are these batteries half dead, or is it that I haven't quite tuned it properly? So I'll take a battery out, because I don't want that being on. I'll fix that up in a minute. Just want to show you what else I'm doing. Ouch. Yeah, I'm just touching things that I don't. So here I've got this is a solar charger. So when I went round Australia, I used this charger, and you can see it's actually just flicking there, and when there's 4, it means it's fully charged. It's solar, so as well you can take it out camping with you, and it will solar charge. I've also got this torch. This is my one that belongs in the van. If you need to break a window, it's got this crazy breaking window apparatus thing. It can stick. It has magnets, so it can stick to your van. It has solar panels here to keep it charged. If you're out, it also has USB charging, which it's doing now. So yeah, these are some things that I've done just in preparation, and then of course there's my kettle, which I've already boiled some water and put in because I do a 2-minute roll, and I've got the metho burner, which I showed you on another thing that is working. So yeah, power's been out at some point because my oven there is doing that. So what I'm doing, so great. All right. So let's just put this back on. Oops. Hang on a minute. Okay. So what I'm doing is this morning, just want to come over here, and I am doing the starfruit. So just have a look. That's the starfruit I picked the other day. If you remember, I was picking starfruit. This is my coffee tea towel. Isn't that beautiful? Stained with coffee. Yeah, I use that when I'm processing my coffee. Okay, so let's have a look at this. So yeah, I've done a few things. I've got candles around everywhere. So I've got candles. I've got lighters. I've got solar lights as well, which are small little lanterns. They have been charging in the sun near the windows, so they'll be getting a little bit of charge. It's not been sunny. Hey, hang on a minute. There's people there. I have to put my glasses on. Hey, yes, I know I should talk. King of Shorts, hello. Is there a loop? I don't know what a loop is. What's a loop? Hi, Shrimpo, fried rice. Oh, nice. Love that. Don't know what a loop is. Hello. Hey, King of Shorts. Yeah, I love that. That's some loop. Hey, guys. So, yeah, so I've got these beautiful starfruit. And I'm just going to chop them up and put them in the dehydrator while we've got power. And some of them are a bit green. This one's still a bit green, but honestly, you dehydrate them, they are fine. How about lime? Yum, just smell that lime. And so I'm not going to do that with the lime. That's going to just stay there. Yeah, I need my glasses to read. My eyes are going as I'm, yeah. So here we go. Yeah, I'm just going to, I've given these a little wash, and they're ready to be cut now. So I'm just going to cut them in slices down. And I suppose I'm doing what? 1.5 millimeters to 2 millimeters, I'd say. I'm not really cutting perfectly. But when you dehydrate these will come up really sweet and chewy. I'll just show you some from my last batch, which I did last season. So that's a year ago. Okay. Hang on. So this is last season's, and this is what they look like when they're dehydrated. like a little star lolly. Lovely and sweet. I'll just get my trays. Hang on a minute. Okay, some trays. And then I just put them on the tray. You know, I'd love to have an outdoors dehydrator, but I have to use the indoor ones with electricity at the moment because I don't have an external dehydrator, but you can make them. And I think that would be a really good project when I've finished all my other projects. But at the moment, I don't really have time to be making a dehydrator. So there, so we just put them on there like that. And yeah, it is blowy outside for anyone who was wanting to know. Sorry, yeah, so King of Shorts, yeah, Hurricane Alfred is still off the coast a little bit. It has hit Bribie Island. There's an island out here called Bribie Island. It's just down the road. And it's actually stayed there yesterday. It's wreaked havoc on the island. And also areas near there like Brisbane and Redcliffe. It hasn't really started coming up the coast as such, but it will be coming up by the look of it. We're still going to get that reverb of water, you know, rain and winds. So yeah, we're just preparing for that. I've been through water spouts. They're like little tornadoes, and they start out at sea, and the little tornadoes come inland, and they are moving at 200 kilometers an hour, spinning at 200 kilometers an hour, I should say. So they're spinning, and they are really, really bad. And they usually, I lived at Redcliffe, where some of my family is still down there and friends. So it's, it does worry me when I hear that, it's down that way, really severe, because I still have friends and family down there. Anyway, so the tornadoes would, the wind and the rain just goes sideways, and it's tremendous, the power that's behind it. And it roars like nothing else. The sound of it is unbelievable. As it's hitting, it's just this loud like, and you can hear things hitting the house and things like that. It's really, really, really awful. So how Alfred is out there doing its thing, and it's basically causing havoc down there. At the moment here, it's still fairly safe. They're saying not to drive. They're saying to stay indoors at the moment, because, the more people that are on the streets, the more danger there is. And, the government has all these things in place where people are volunteering to put their lives at risk to help people who are in trouble in this time. And, so the less people that are on the roads, the less people that are on the streets, the less people that are out there surfing and doing, these crazy stunts, the less that these services have to save or rescue people that get into trouble. So, yeah, try to follow the instructions. I know it's like, I want to go out. I want to go out too. I'm going to see what's happening. But, you're better off just really, there you go, there's one tray. So that didn't take long, and that'll be going into the thingy. We'll whack it. Oh, should I put it up there? No. Let's put it there. Oops. So that's the power, I think, just gone out then as I speak. So I'm still, I've got the phone because the phone is charged. So I'm still doing the live. It may cut out at some point. So Alfred has, caused havoc here too. I'm glad I've got some of the things that are semi-charged. I won't be opening the fridge. We just have to get by. So I'll probably have to leave you soon. But the power has just gone out here. I don't know for how long. Brisbane has not had power since yesterday. So, the length of time, sometimes it's only minutes, sometimes it's hours, and sometimes it's days. So I'm prepared as much as I can. I've got the cooker. I've got some things. I've even got that charger that I can just, maybe charge the phone a little. But I really have to conserve energy here. And I have to make sure that I'm not using much power, just in case I have to ring emergency services, or in case I have to ring family or text family. So I'm going to get off now. And thanks for joining me this morning. And I'm hoping that you'll all, I've got to cut there's some little black areas that I'll cut out from there. But if you've got abundance of star fruit like I have, you can't eat them all. Sorry, there's no light. Yeah, there's no light because we don't have power. Alfred has finally taken the power out. It's not too windy. It's a little bit windy. I'll turn you around. You can have a look out my kitchen window here. Turn around. So that's the wind there, if you can see it. It's blowing about. So far, it's not too bad, but it will get pretty bad, I imagine. So I can see people are saying things. I'll just have to put my glasses on. I can't see. These are just cheap $2 glasses. Thanks, King of Shorts. Much love. Hey, if you're in an affected area, please just try to stay safe, keep calm, try to do something that is, this will not stand up now. Why? It's not standing up. Just stay safe. And, if it gets worse, I'll find a nice spot and have a chair and just sit on there and read a book. There is some light still coming in the windows. So stay away from your windows because windows are the worst place to be next to. If something hits it and it shatters and you're right near it, you can get cut. So stay away from the windows. If you've got a little radio, just put it on when you need to get updates. Don't have it playing music all the time. Hopefully you might have some little battery operated things for the kids so you can, be playing music. It'll just calm the children during the cyclone and the big winds and the rains and everything. If you don't get overexcited and manic, just chaotic, stay calm for the kids, and they won't even know what's going on. They just say, oh, there's a bit of wind and rain, let's do some coloring in, let's do some things, keep their brains occupied. And unless the roof is coming in on you, you really want to try to stay as calm as possible. And I know it's hell, it really is. I've been through quite a few of these type of situations before, and it doesn't help to get all screaming and chaotic. It really does help to remain calm, say some prayers, that doesn't hurt at all, and just, relax into it. If you can see out the windows, have a quick look what's going on and then get away from the windows. And if you just want to be oblivious to what's going on, just find the room that you think is the safest, where there's a lot of support. Some people, sit in bathrooms and things where there's lots of walls, but honestly, just find a spot you feel safe. I'm going. Ciao for now. I want to save my batteries and Yeah, king of shorts. That's funny. Yeah, okay. Yes, I will. Stay safe. So, yeah, possibly get back on, later on and show you how this dehydrating's going. Hopefully we'll have power by then, but at the moment there's nothing. And the way Brisbane's going, big power outages. So, all right, blessings everyone who's going through this. Take it easy, stay calm, and stay safe. Bye for now. Ciao.